Hi everyone, it's me, Carrie. So recently I went to SAC Quiet Fall 2025, which is a competition with all the blindfolded events and FMC, and I got a PR in multi-blind. In this event, you have 1 hour to memorize and then solve blindfolded as many cubes as possible. And my previous record was 10 out of 11, which is 9 points, and in this run I got 14 out of 15, which is 13 points. I've been memorizing the cubes in an order that I don't think is recommended, which is that I'll just memorize cubes 1 to 14 sequentially, and then I'll just do a 3 blind at the very end of it, and then I'll execute cubes 1 to 14 in that same order. And I don't want to have any jumps in there, because if there is a jump, then I find that that's when I tend to not remember any cubes. And also the cube that was a DNF was off by a 3 cycle of edges. It was UF to UB to LD, which I memorized as GA or gay. And I think that, I don't know how that happened, but, I'm very okay with that. This tends to be a memorization error instead of execution, and I think those are more acceptable in my eyes. For my memory palaces, I used the 4 college dorms I lived at Stanford, so that's Frosoko, Lantana, Okada, and Murray, and each one corresponds to a pair of cubes, so that's 8 cubes total. So for the next 6 cubes, I used the hometown I grew up in, and these are the letters I had to memorize. Each cube corresponds to about 20 letters, so 20 times 15, that's about 300 letters or so. So these are the letters I memorized for this attempt, and for corner twists, I imagine adding a dash of an R to each syllable. So for the letters TP, I usually memorize with a top, like a spinning top in my head, but if it's T and then a corner twist at P, I'll use tarp, like the plastic covering on outdoor events like that. So I think that's fun because you can see how many R's showed up in this memorization, quite a few. So I'm really proud of this result. So thank you for watching and goodbye!